At the invitation of President of Mongolia, His Excellency Khuril Sukhukhna, President of the Republic of Slovenia, Her Excellency Natasa Pirc-Musar, is paying a state visit to Mongolia on August 20 to 21st, 2024. Minister of Foreign Affairs of Mongolia, Batsitsek Batmunkh, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Slovenia to Mongolia, Alenka Suhadolnik, and other officials greeted President of the Republic of Slovenia, Natasa Pirc-Musar, First Gentleman Alice Musar, and the Slovenian delegation upon their arrival at the Chinggis Khan International Airport of Mongolia. The 30th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and the Republic of Slovenia was celebrated in 2023. This visit marks the first visit by the head of state of Slovenia to Mongolia. On August 20th, 2024, President of Mongolia, Khuril Sukhukhna, and First Lady Bolor Ciciglovsendorj welcomed President of the Republic of Slovenia, Natasa Pirc-Musar, and the First Gentleman of Slovenia, Alice Musar, at Sukhpadar Square. Upon a report of the commander of the State Honor Guard, the national anthems of the two countries were performed, and President Natasa Pirc-Musar greeted the State Honor Guard of Mongolia. The two heads of state greeted the Mongolian and Slovenian state and government officials and the members of the diplomatic corps in Mongolia. Then the two presidents paid tribute to the statue of the great Emperor Chinggis Khan. Following the welcoming ceremony, President of the Republic of Slovenia, Natasa Pirc-Musar, signed the Book of Honored Guests at the State Palace of Mongolia. President of Mongolia, Khuril Sukhukhna, and President of the Republic of Slovenia, Natasa Pirc-Musar, held a tete-a-tete at the State Palace of Mongolia. The two heads of state exchanged views on consolidating the achievements of the past 30 years of friendly relations and cooperation based on shared democratic values, such as human rights, freedom, and the rule of law, and ways to further deepen bilateral relations and contribute to the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals. The two sides discussed opportunities to cooperate under Mongolia's medium and long-term development policies, 1 billion trees and food supply and security national campaign, and the President's Scholarship Program. The two presidents agreed to jointly implement initiatives and proposals put forward by the two sides on the international and regional fora and combine efforts to combat climate change, desertification, and biodiversity loss, promote women's participation, and ensure gender equality. During the state visit, the following documents were signed. The two heads of state signed a Mongolia-Slovenia joint declaration. The two sides affirmed mutual commitment to ensuring peace, security, and environmental sustainability, achieving sustainable development, upholding human rights for all, and particularly supporting proposals and initiatives that contribute to global efforts to promote gender equality and women's rights in all social sectors, increasing women's participation in mitigating climate change, biodiversity loss, combating desertification, and ensuring food security. Furthermore, the two sides agreed to expand friendly relations and cooperation by aligning Mongolia's peaceful, open, independent, multi-pillar foreign policy and its third neighbor policy with the Republic of Slovenia's commitment to peace, security, prosperity, good bilateral relations, and a strong multilateral system with the UN at its center. Minister of Culture, Sports, Tourism and Youth of Mongolia, Namin Chinbat, and Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Slovenia to Mongolia, Alenka Suhadolnik, signed a Memorandum of Understanding on tourism cooperation between the Ministry of Culture, Sports, Tourism and Youth of Mongolia and the Ministry of Economy, Tourism and Sport of the Republic of Slovenia. Minister of Road and Transport of Mongolia, Dilgar Sekhan-Barhu, and Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Republic of Slovenia to Mongolia, Alenka Suhadolnik, signed a letter of intent to establish an intergovernmental agreement on aviation relations. Director General of the National Forest Agency of Mongolia, Oyun Sanabian Psurung, and Director of Slovenia Forest Service, Naik Krajink, signed a Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in Forestry between the National Forest Agency of Mongolia and Slovenia Forest Service and Slovenian Forestry Agency. Chief Executive Officer of the Mongolian National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Tumunjar Galdurung, and Director General of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of the Republic of Slovenia, Mariana Majerik, signed a Memorandum of Understanding between the Mongolian National Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of the Republic of Slovenia. Following the signing ceremony of cooperation documents, the two heads of state held a press briefing. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to President of the Republic of Slovenia, Her Excellency Nataša Musar, for receiving my invitation and paying a state visit to Mongolia in commemoration of the 30th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and Slovenia. Your Excellency, this visit marks the first state visit by a head of state of Slovenia to our country, and together we are opening a new chapter in the history of friendly relations and cooperation between our two countries. The Republic of Slovenia is one of our third neighbors and an important partner in Europe, and the relations and cooperation between our two countries are expanding and developing based on the democratic values of human rights, freedom, and the rule of law. We signed the Mongolia-Slovenia Joint Declaration, a Memorandum of Understanding on Tourism Cooperation, and a Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in Forestry. Also, we agreed to establish an intergovernmental agreement on aviation relations in the near future. I'm confident that these documents would define the future direction and roadmap for relations and cooperation between our two countries, significantly contributing to strengthening bilateral relations in all potential sectors. Protecting the environment and combating climate change are among our top priorities for achieving sustainable development goals and implementing our two countries' medium and long-term development policies. We concurred that it is vital to expand cooperation in this area and collaborate on the 1 Billion Trees National Campaign of Mongolia. Pharmaceutical products from Slovenia are already well known in the Mongolian market. Looking ahead, there is a great potential to increase trade turnover in this field. We agreed to cooperate in developing mutually beneficial partnerships between Mongolian and Slovenian entrepreneurs. Mongolia is eager to enhance cooperation, coordinating Mongolia's peaceful, independent, open and multi-pillar foreign policy and Slovenia's efforts and policies for global peace and sustainable development. I'm confident that the official talks and agreements we reached will come to reality and have effective results leading to the prosperity of our two countries and well-being of our two peoples. And our relations and cooperation will continue to expand and strengthen. I warmly welcome you, Your Excellency President Nataša Musar, honorable guests and representatives of your government, to our beautiful country, the land of the eternal blue skies. Slovenia established diplomatic relations with Mongolia 31 years ago, on February 18, 1993, and with great pleasure I accepted the kind invitation of the Honorable President to visit your beautiful country. Slovenia and Mongolia have many shared aspirations and goals. Both are committed to democracy, rule of law, and respect for human rights. In the context of international relations, we pursue similar objectives, such as a strong support for multilateralism, the advancement of women's rights, peace and security, respect for international law, and the importance of ensuring accountability, sustainable development, and more. Mongolia, alongside Slovenia, is one of the core members of the Mutual Legal Assistance and Extradition Initiative. The two countries also face similar challenges, including climate change risks and security challenges arising from changing regional and global geopolitical dynamics. Last winter was one of Mongolia's harshest in recent years, while Slovenia was hit by catastrophic floods last year. Challenges of this kind highlight the need for closer cooperation and integration between like-minded people, solidarity, and increased diplomatic efforts. I am delighted that Slovenia can share its knowledge and experience regarding sustainable forest management with Mongolia. This project, now in its second year and supported by development aid from the Republic of Slovenia, focuses on transferring knowledge to women in rural areas. To this end, workshop participants also founded Mongolia's first association for female foresters. I would also like to emphasize Slovenia's deep appreciation for Mongolia's leadership in gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls in society. We welcome the organization of the World Women's Forum, and I'm honored to accept your President's invitation to attend as a guest of honor. This forum provides an important platform for dialogue, highlighting the key role of women in all segments of society, addressing the challenges we face, and strengthening cooperation in areas that are essential for women's empowerment. Slovenia supports the enhanced dialogue under the EU-Mongolia Partnership and Cooperation Agreement of 2013. The European Union recognizes a strong commitment of Mongolian citizens to the development and protection of democratic principles and supports the further strengthening of Mongolia as a country governed by the rule of law. Though separated by distance, our nations share profound commonalities. Slovenia and Mongolia cherish the noble horse. The loving and proud Lipizaners come from the Slovenian karst. Mongolia is proud of its hardy and fast horses, which once galloped to the very borders of what is now Slovenia. Moreover, Slovenia, which holds love in its name, and Mongolia, which urges us to move forward, are united in their commitment to sustainable development and environmental preservation. And the list goes on. There are many things that unite our two peoples, and I'm confident that we will find ways to strengthen our cooperation for the prosperity of the two nations. On August 20th, 2024, Chairman of the State Great Khural of Mongolia, Amar Baiskalan-Tashzekve, paid a courtesy call on President of the Republic of Slovenia, Nataša Pirc-Musar. Chairman Amar Baiskalan noted that the shared values of democracy, human rights, freedom, and the rule of law bring the two countries closer together, and the relations and cooperation are steadily strengthening. The Speaker of the Mongolian Parliament expressed satisfaction with the signing of the Mongolia-Slovenia Joint Declaration, an important document which outlines the future direction and scope of cooperation between the two countries. President Nataša Pirc-Musar congratulated Mongolia on the successful parliamentary elections held in June 2024 and emphasized the significant role of the relations between the two legislative bodies in expanding and developing the traditionally friendly relations between Mongolia and Slovenia. The President highlighted the successful performance of female leadership in Slovenia, including the high-ranking positions of the President, Speaker of the National Assembly, Minister of Foreign and European Affairs, and Member of Cabinet. President Nataša Pirc-Musar also congratulated Mongolia for its active role in increasing women's participation and promoting gender equality domestically and internationally. On August 20th, 2024, Prime Minister of Mongolia Oyun Erdendlovsen-Namsrei paid a courtesy call on President of the Republic of Slovenia, Nataša Pirc-Musar. Prime Minister Oyun Erden emphasized that the Republic of Slovenia is Mongolia's third neighbor and an important partner in Europe, and expressed eagerness to deepen the friendly relations and cooperation between the two countries and develop mutually beneficial cooperation in numerous social and economic sectors in the upcoming 30 years. At the meeting, the two sides exchanged views on jointly implementing projects in trade, economy, investment, culture, tourism, digital development, and forest management, synergizing the goals reflected in the long-term development policies of Mongolia and Slovenia.